Welcome to the MarcWes Sports Podcast.
It's the MarcWes Sports Podcast. I'm Marcus Benjamin. He's Wesley Pierre, and we give you that real sports talk from Dade County, Broward County, Palm Beach County, more importantly, CanesCounty.com. So, Wes, man, first off, it's Thursday night, and it's officially football season because we got a football.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah, we got a preseason game going on tonight. I ain't really gonna watch it, but it's gonna be in the background, just to have football on the TV. Dolphins training camp is in full swing right now. Canes camp is going to start on Friday. I got media day, high school, the next couple of days. What are you most excited about, or like, what do you want to see going into this football season?
Well, you already know when it comes to me, like the Canes and the Dolphins, like that's first quarter. But like our previous podcast, like we was trying to figure out who are we more loyal to, or who do we vibe the most? You feel me? For me, I would normally say the Dolphins, but I gotta say the Canes. You feel what I'm saying? I'm looking forward to the Canes. Mario Cristobal, and the rest of the coaching staff, they doing their thing. Of course, media day just recently passed. You were there, actually interviewing some individuals, but just the plain fact that it's close to football season, I'm going to get football on Saturday. I'm going to get football on Sunday, occasionally on Thursdays, of course, Mondays, but it's not the same how it used to be. But regardless of the fact, I'm just enjoying the plain fact that we're like a month away from football. Like you said, their OTA just starting with training camp with the Dolphins. My boy, you know who he is. You know what I'm saying? Tua is doing his thing. All of a sudden, you see the crickets are coming out. I can hear them speaking. You feel what I'm saying? They're flapping their wings, or they're making that music that I want to actually hear. And what is that? The 65-yard bomb that we seen the other day from Tua. What happened to his arm not being strong enough? I remember saying Tom Brady was around the same thing. All you need is to be accurate, and that's exactly what he is. I'm like, what's going on? He's dropping dimes to Tyreek Hill. He's dropping dimes to the Penguin Waddle. He's just doing his thing, and I just love the little swag that he got right now. Just the plain fact that individuals counted him out. They're making it seem like they forgot the Alabama days.
Tua, the 5-star, most gifted high school passer Trent Dilfer's ever seen.
This guy's special. He's different. Touchdown! Aloha! Ross for the score!
He's everything he's cracked up to be.
And here it is. Tua Tagovailoa.
Brain trust this, but keep him close, but in front. Just like that.
And to the races goes Devontae Smith. He will cruise to the end zone. 74 yards. Touchdown, Alabama.
Like they forgot that somebody landed on his hip and he had to have surgery. I wonder if somebody 300 pounds landed on your hip, broke your hip, and you had to get rehabilitated, expected to miss a year out, come back earlier, and everybody expects so much from them. People like me really didn't expect that much. Originally, you was on the same side was me, give him a year off, come back, do his thing. But I don't know what happened. You feel me? Like the media just got into Marcus's ear. You know what I'm saying? And Marcus just like he just forgot about Tua. You know, he forgot that we were sucking for Tua and getting that first pick. You know, again, we know the Herberts, we know the other individuals that was picked after him and before him, and they kind of look better, you know, right now. But again, the reason why they look like that is because they were healthy. He was not healthy. Now he's coming back. He got the weapons. He got the penguin. He got the cheetah. You know, you got our tight ends doing their thing. You know, O-line is looking kind of decent. It's a zone blocking offense. Like, from what I'm hearing, you know, like the running backs are doing their things. They don't look like they're getting like 3 yards a carry. They look like they're averaging like 5 yards in OTAs. And I understand it's OTAs. I think yesterday was the first day with pads. It is what it is, you know. People got to understand, and Tyreek Hill said the same thing. Like, people sleep on Waddle. People worried about me. Like, they need to worry about Waddle. I thought that he was gonna lose the speed when he put the pads on. No, he still got that speed. He still got that giddy up. Like, yo, for me, that's the first thing I want to talk about, because again, I have my co-host, my counterpart right here, Marcus Benjamin, Canes County right there. I want to hear what you have to say, you know, and then I'm going to go ahead and rebuttal, because I know you're going to say something negative about my dog Tua. So go ahead. You got the floor.
All I'm going to say is pump the brakes a little bit on Tua. This is just preseason camp. We haven't played against a team yet. Let's pump the brakes just a little bit on our dog Tua. I mean, yeah, he's looked a little better than what he did in OTAs, I think it was, where he, you know, throwing a little bit better of a deep ball, better than that duck that we saw maybe about two months ago or something like that. Yeah, he's looking good. He better look good with players like Tyreek Hill. If you are overthrowing Tyreek Hill, there's something wrong with you, bro. If you're overthrowing Jalen Waddle, again, there's something must be wrong, because these two players, he said it himself, it might be the fastest duo in NFL history. You know what I'm saying? So if you're overthrowing those two, then we have a serious problem on our hands if you claim this guy is supposed to be the most accurate quarterback, you know, coming out of college, most efficient, you know.
Yes.
So he has to perform. I mean, the pressure's on. I mean, the microscope is so big on your boy Tua right now. Everything's gonna be overanalyzed right now. And yeah, if he makes a good play, it's gonna be praised. Everybody's got fuzzy, happy feelings right now. You know, everybody's singing high hopes, high hopes. We got high hopes about obviously we got hope about what's gonna happen. So any little thing that we see, we're gonna be like, "Dang, okay, we got a chance." You know, we got a chance to maybe challenge Buffalo in this division. We better challenge, because that paycheck that we're giving Tyreek Hill, it's not chump change, man. It's not chump change. And if you're not able to hit a Tyreek Hill or Jalen Waddle, then we got a serious issue. But all I'm saying, pump the brakes a little bit.
You can't pump the brakes, because basically what everybody been crabbing and trashing him about is he has a noodle arm. He don't have a strong arm. Like, come on. So we know he's accurate. Obviously, I mean, he holds the records in NCAA. I mean, Tyreek Hill, I mean, if not number one, probably top 5 receivers in the NFL. Like, he's saying he's the most accurate. Like, this guy got a Super Bowl. He's done there. He's been there. He's done that, you know. And for a small guy, man, I seen him next to Waddle, and I'm like, man, his thighs are huge. His arms are huge, you know. So that's the product of the coaching staff and the strength coach, you know, getting him situated in Kansas City. You know, I see Waddle, you know, following him, you know, waddling all over the place, following him and seeing what he can do, what he can learn from Tyreek Hill. So again, he's going to do that. You're saying that he's better. He's going to do that. Obviously, like, it's just like, if you know that you got to pass a test, this is the only time you got to take this test. If you pass, you don't achieve whatever you're gonna go ahead and achieve. This is the test right here. Everybody know Tyreek Hill said it himself on his podcast. Tua know that this is the year. This is the time that, if you don't do it now, they're gonna find another quarterback probably next year. I mean, I think he's gonna do it. Personally, me, because I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt that you gave him originally that you took away. You know what I'm saying? Because you said sit him down for a year. Sit him down for a year. We both said that. We got it on video.
That was in last year. He should have sat the year before when it was with Fitzpatrick. That's the year he should have sat, and he didn't sit. And they tried to play the Fitzpatrick to a combination, which was terrible. They should have just
who can you blame?
The entire year and just played Fitzpatrick. The year after that, which was last year, I wanted him to play, and he was mediocre.
He was mediocre. Like, to be honest with you, like, for me, it just seems like everything is all in a ball right now, because it's just like, for me, the Miami Dolphins is like we're cursed when it comes to, we get the quarterback, COVID happened, and you don't get the time with the coaching staff, the playbooks, and certain nuances that you'll probably have when you go to the actual facilities. You didn't have that. That's one negative. And then you have a coach that doesn't like you. Heard there was rumblings that you would curse, both of you guys would be cursing at each other in the locker room or whatnot. That's not something that a young quarterback should be enduring at that particular time. You're supposed to be uplifting them. I mean, first day of work, I mean, I feel like I'm a great worker, but there's a lot of things that I didn't know. I had the older individuals, even my supervisor, holding my hand, making sure I did it straight. Now, again, after you showed me and I keep effing up, then cool, you got to give me the business. But if you're not even giving me a shot, it's like, you know what it is. It's just like trying to holler at somebody and she ain't feeling you. Like, what, you gonna keep trying, or you just like F it, So for me, I think Tua's gonna go ahead and have that confidence that McDaniel's been giving him. You've seen Tyreek Hill been giving him that confidence. Everybody's been giving him that confidence, and not just that, so much confidence that my dog decided to go ahead and get married. You feel me? He decided to go ahead and get married. I'm married. You're married. Yes, Tua is married now. He done jumped the broom. You know what I'm saying? And we do know when it's like that, that's maturity. You know what I'm saying? That is maturity. That is a big step to get married. Even though we shouldn't be in his business. Like he said in that interview, when one of these reporters asked him, like, I heard you got married, and he's like, what? He's like, how did you know that? Like, y'all out of the courtroom waiting, you feel me, for that information, because of how do you know this?
Thank you. Yeah, it was very special. I don't know who ended up leaking it, but he must have been waiting outside the courthouse for an entire week or something. I mean, for me, I love to keep my life as private as possible, and that's what we tried to do with me, my wife, and my family. But obviously, in this world, that's not how it is. It's almost kind of disrespectful, if you will, by doing that. But it is what it is, and you can't do anything about it. Guys, I have a wife.
But again, regardless of the fact, everybody know when you're one of these athletes, it's best to have a significant other, better yet a married person at home waiting for you, because it's gonna make you come home when you're supposed to. You're not gonna be out like that. We live in Dade County. They hate us, the beaches, the women, the weather, and you got everything right there. You're the star quarterback. I mean, everybody's gonna be throwing it at you. So if you got to go to the crib, anything happens, she takes half. It makes you go ahead and go home, not be in these clubs. Our clubs close at 7 o'clock in the morning, some at 10 a.m., been up 24 hours. So I don't think that's him as a person. I'm just reading into his personality, but I mean, a lot of people change. A lot of people, there was nestled in their little house, with their mom and being fed a certain dream. But then when you come over here to Dade County, and you got everything to your hand, to like, it's just like you're at a all you can eat grocery store or all you can eat buffet. Matter of fact, you know, you got all the women's, Puerto Rican, Jamaican, Dominican, Haitian, you got mixed, all of that. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm happy he got married because it just shows some maturity. Also, it shows maturity because, like, look, when people be snapping on you, people be giving you the business, snap on them back. Now, again, I don't expect you to be like that all the time because you don't want to have that image, especially with the reporters, because they're the ones painting that picture of you in the media. You kind of see a difference in Tom Brady also, you know, now that he's not with New England, you know, you get a little bit of that bravado when he's speaking about something that he feels is bullshit or like not a question that you should be asking. I'm getting that from Tua. And I like that about Tua because, like, if you're a pushover, that's what people gonna go ahead and do. They're gonna go ahead and keep stepping all over you, keep trying you, and this, that, and the other. So I love the plain fact that he got married. I love the plain fact that he's actually going against the haters, not me. Seem like my co-hosts and other individuals, but I just love the plain fact that you can see the growth in his mental state because I mean. He's stronger now. You know, a lot of people, they're mentally weak. You see a lot of things on social media. You hear a lot of the rumblings everywhere. I mean, this guy had a coach that didn't like him. He had Tom Brady. They was flirting with Tom Brady 2019. They was flirting with Tom Brady last year. You feel what I'm saying? So again, it just showed that they probably didn't have the confidence in you. Again, and it's understandable because you wasn't healthy. You know, but again, right now, those things didn't happen. And I'm just happy that Tua's in this place right now. He's a married man. He married a lucky young lady. And I know she got to be bad because, you know, like Tua ain't no slouch. You know, he could grab whoever he want to grab. You know what I'm saying? He's that Russell Wilson type of individual. And you see Russell Wilson, he got Sierra. You know what I'm saying? So I know that him right there, Tua, you know, I'm a 2-9. I know he did his right thing doing what he's been doing. So what you think about that situation?
I mean, I like the fact that he got married. I mean, I'm cool with that. I mean, you know, I don't really have anything else to say about Tua. I got to see what happens on the field. I mean, first game against the Patriots, we'll see what you can do against the evil empire. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to really say about Tua. I wish him the best. I hope he balls out. He better ball out. And I wouldn't call myself a hater. I'm just a realist. You know what I'm saying?
Doubter.
I'm a doubter. Yeah, that's a better way to say it. I'm definitely a Tua doubter at this point. I don't believe it. I'll believe it when I see it. When you throwing for at least 300 yards and you got a couple touchdowns and no picks, then I'll be like, okay, let's go Tua. You know what I'm saying? But until that happens, you know, I want you to make a believer out of me. And if you don't, I'm come on at you hard, bro.
Oh yeah, I know you coming. I know. I already know.
Come at Tua very hard if he doesn't come through this season, like at least, you know, 2-2 after those first 4 games, because those first 4 games are really tough. I think we got the Ravens, Bengals, Patriots, and some other really hard team. So yeah, we'll see. But I do want to say something about our coach, bro. You see our coach over there with the Yeezys, bro?